I'm super excited. We're all super excited because we are going to the National Cultural Arts Festival. In Vanuatu, what they call culture is Kastom, K-A-S-T-O-M. So this is a festival to embrace that, to remember that, and to practice it. So there should be a lot of custom cultural dances, drumming. We've even heard that there could be some canoe racing and some classic Vanuatuan canoes with woven sails. Stoked for it, and let's go check it out.
And I have a dancing pants.
Mia has her dancing pants on.
I'm Chris, and this is Sayo, Mia, and Aya. 3 years ago, when Sayo was 6 months pregnant, we traveled to the South Pacific and bought a boat. Since then, we've sailed over 15,000 miles. Along the way, we've experienced amazing surf breaks, colorful cultures, and a different, simpler way of life. One that prioritizes experiences over things and connections over transactions. Subscribe to my channel and join us now as we head off to live, sail, and explore in some of the most remote regions of the world.
We're anchored here in Port Stanley, about halfway down Malakula Island in Vanuatu. And this is the 4-person kayak mission, or 3 plus a baby, to the beach. Okay, so we've now made it to the festival grounds, and we're gonna go try and find the custom dances. I didn't know that much about this festival before we decided to come down here. We just heard a few things about custom dances and traditional canoe races. Since arriving here, we've learned that this festival is only the 5th event of this type that they've held in Vanuatu since their independence in the late 1980s. And it's a very unique and special event for the people of Vanuatu. The reason that it's so special and unique is it's an opportunity for the different cultures in Vanuatu to come and showcase the expression of their cultural identity through dance, through their food, through their canoe racing. And I've learned that Vanuatu has an incredibly diverse and rich cultural identity. Almost every separate island in Vanuatu has its own unique culture that they express through a specific type of dance that they call the custom dance. Vanuatu means land eternal. The people call themselves Nivan, which means of Vanuatu. There's over 110 distinct different cultures in Vanuatu, and a different culture generally means a different language. That means there's over 110 different cultures and languages in Vanuatu. This makes it one of the most culturally diverse countries in the entire world. There are many symbols, items, and cultural practices that are used, especially in the outer islands in Vanuatu, in daily life that highlight the custom way of life in Vanuatu. In my next video, I'm going to highlight a couple of these. Water music, in the Banks group of islands, and the Nakamau, or the men's house and meeting room that's found almost all over Vanuatu. This festival is an opportunity for everybody to come to a common place and share these different expressions of their culture together. The festival was also a great place for us to get a bite to eat and sample some local Vanuatuan food. Yeah, okay.
So the boys are tasting local fare.
Thank you.
What you got?
Beef on a stick.
Is it good?
It's quite yummy, yeah. We've arrived just at the tail end of these canoes arriving. They sailed about 25 miles down from the Mescalines into Port Stanley here. These wooden canoes that they carved with traditional woven sails, super cool. And we caught up with some good friends here who sailed the canoes up here. Here they go, the single canoe race. The festival has provided for me an insight into the culture here and an idea of what it could have been like coming here as a European a couple hundred years ago and arriving to one of these islands where a group of warriors may have been dressed up and doing a cultural warrior dance on the beach as a way of trying to impress or intimidate these foreign visitors that were arriving in these big ships with massive sails. I find it just fascinating trying to imagine what the experience would have been like both for the European who arrived here and for these local people who lived here at the time. Was it like this? Probably not, because this is Hollywood's version of Captain Bligh's first landing in Tahiti. So we're left to wonder what it could have been like. And that's the magic of an event like this one held in Vanuatu. It gives us a small window and an insight into what the native culture could have been like at that time and what those Europeans could have seen on the beach as they first rode in their boats. It also causes me to think a little bit about what it's actually like for them when we visit them today, when we arrive in our boats off of their villages where they're living primarily a subsistence agricultural existence. And more importantly, does our impact on arriving here and doing our best to help them impact their happiness positively or negatively? From what I've seen and heard from the villagers we've met in Vanuatu, the overall experience of us visiting seems to be a positive one. They, like us, enjoy the experience of meeting people from other cultures and learning about their way of life. I find for myself, when I'm open and curious about other people, I often learn more about myself than I do about them. The people of Vanuatu seem to have taken this approach to their relationship with the people visiting their country. And I find myself wanting to spend more time here and get to know these beautiful people better. Thanks for watching this episode. Please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that button down there and subscribe to my channel so you can come with me on more adventures off the beaten track.